Hello folks, it's Chris in Arena Studio with another quick Acdc classic intro for you. If you want to learn how to play the introduction to Riff Raff by the one and only Acdc, then this is the video for you. So thanks for sticking around folks. Please give the channel a like and a subscribe. You know how it makes my day. So we're going to get straight into this tutorial now, this quick lesson for you. If you click the link in the description, it'll take you straight through to my website where you can download the full tab of all Acdc's parts to this track of Riff Raff absolutely free. Don't you just love that free word? It's my favourite word, that is. So if it helps anybody out, woohoo, fantastic. Really chuffed with that. So click the link, it's in the description now. Okay, and of course give the channel a like and a subscribe and all that malarkey, okay? Right, so let's get going with this tutorial, shall we? So this is based, we have a kind of an opening little riff to this, which is the A string played twice, and I kind of play it with a down up, and then I'm fretting the 4th fret of the D string and the 7th fret of the G string. And then you're going to be doing this, moving that first finger from the 4th fret to the 5th fret of the D string. So you actually play. The big A power chord there at the end of it. So that goes on for probably about 10 years when you listen to the record, while the band builds up. So we'll play that up to speed for you. So again, 4th fret of the D string, pinky on the 7th fret of the G string, and the A string twice open in between those. Okay, then we kick the main rock and roll-y sounding kind of riff off with a just 3 on the A power chord, which is literally the A string open, 2nd fret of the D string and 2nd fret of the G string, okay? And then this riff goes like this. So you play the A string after the 3 power chords, to play the A string open, and then so you play it twice open, and you play the 3rd and 4th frets all picked onto the A string. So far we've got aha, mistake, once on the open A string, rewind, once on the open A string. So 3 power chords, then once, and then we play the 3rd and the 4th frets. Then we move on to the D string, 2nd fret, and if we keep this power chord shape, we're already on it. So then we've got to add this, which is then 2nd fret to the 4th on the D. Follow your tab, it's in the destruction. Then we go back to the 3rd fret, the C on the A string, flick it with a pull off. Then we play the 5th fret of the D string, and then back to the 3rd fret of the A string. So we put that all together nice and slow, we get and then back to your repeat. Then it goes to a D chord. Now I've seen this where some guys will play a D to a G. D to a G. I've seen Angus on a couple of videos where he plays it like this. Where he's literally playing the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and the open D string with it. And then he actually just plays like a little mini bar on 3rd fret of 1st and 2nd strings for the G. Okay. And then it goes back into the riff again. Back to the D to the G thing. Then we go to the open E string and we play, bit out of tune, but it'll do for this. We play the open E string and then we play the 4th and hammer onto the 5th of the A string. And then we go to the 5th fret of the D string and hammer onto the 6th. So I'll put that little phrase together. And back into the main riff of. Okay, and then it's straight in with the vocals then. Now the thing with this riff, it's a bit of a... it's kind of a ripped off rock and roll-y kind of riff, I suppose, that Angus has liberated, shall we say, at some point in his early rock and roll days. But the only bit that isn't picked for me, and I would say I'm pretty close on this, I might not be 100%, but I don't think I'm far off, it's just literally the pull-offs, from the 3rd fret. So really, if I play that whole rock and roll part of the riff really slow, pull off, everything else is picked. And of course the open E, where we do the little... I keep that kind of, the open E string under control a little bit. If you palm mute it too much, so you've got to try and give it a certain amount of ring. So it's a great little rock and roll riff. Again, with all these things, I would probably just don't have too much gain on there, as Angus likes to back a little bit off and it's not as distorted or overdriven as we sometimes think. Just go nice and steady and break it down. Get your first section. Get all that right first and then add your... If you notice my A, my first finger on the power chord, doesn't move, it stays on there because that's helping with that 2nd fret. It's a great riff, I love this. Great song and one of my all-time favourite Acdc tracks. So it's just a little bit of slow, steady progress. Like I say, don't overdrive too much because you're going to end up with a lot of extra noise going on the strings, which kills it for you as you're fighting the guitar all the time. Sometimes something like a little string wrap on the top note there might just help to clean 1 or 2 things up while you learn the phrase and get the riffs off and under those fingers and practiced perfectly. Remember, only ever practice at the speed that you can play it perfectly. Okay, so it's a great track. I'll have another one coming up for you hopefully next week in the not too distant future. Please like and subscribe to the channel. From me, Craggy, it's nice to do these for you, so stay safe, stay well, and keep on rocking in the free world.